as well. Is that, well, what I do is we consult on such issues like yours. But I charge $2,500 an hour. Is that something? I mean, you're going to be making a lot of money. $2,500. It shouldn't be a problem, would it? Would it be?
2,500.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you charged for this. I just wanted to. Gee, I never thought about it like that.
Well, think about this. I mean, if we help you, you're going to be making a lot of money. Based on what you're telling me, and not only that, you're going to learn how to do it continuously from this point forward. Is that something that you want to do?
And the 2,500, you think I can? This property is a condo. You think I could get? It's worth about 500,000. You think I can get more down payment or option money more than this 2,500 I'm paying you?
Well, yeah, I don't know it.
Let's pretend you could, or say give him a hypothetical. Listen, you're paying off the role play. He's got to see the value. So if you say, I'm going to charge you $2,500, but you know what, on a nice $500,000 property, if we do a lease purchase, a subject to, or even a straight rental, how long will it take you to recoup that?
Wow.
Okay. See, now he sees the value of your time, knowledge, and energy.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe I should charge you more.
Yeah. Well, get the 2,500. Let's close this out. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, that sounds like a great deal. Just imagine, Joe, that you were able to get that deal and make that money. Is $2,500 a lot of money?
Well, I didn't know I was going to pay it. I can't. Can I? Do you have any payment program or anything? I'm really watching my money right now. Our Chihuahuas just had transgender surgery. I just wanted to make sure you guys are listening. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you guys are listening.
Yeah. Well, that's nothing like a interrupt, right?
Let's not go there. I've confused all.
I don't remember where I was. I'm thinking about this transgender Chihuahua.
I'm sorry. Right. I'm going to get letters. No. Do you not have a payment plan, or I got to give you that whole 2,500 right now? Say yes. It's only 2,500. He's doing a $500,000 property. If he doesn't have a stinking $2,500 and he's negotiating a $500,000 property, something's really wrong, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah, if it was 25,000, would you be more? That would be more acceptable. Go ahead, go ahead,
right.
Value and get paid right now.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes, Joe. $2,500 is not a whole lot of money. If you can't afford that, then I don't think we should be doing any kind of business today.
Wow. I know. I really want to do this. Can I give you my Chuck E. Cheese MasterCard?
I do PayPal. You got PayPal?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well, let's do that. Let's if you send me your 25, you can do it today, right?
I can do it right now. But can I talk to you today about this deal?
Yeah, as soon as that payment comes across, we can talk about it.
Okay, you got a deal.
All right.
Boom. You just made $2,500. Could have been 25,000. It could have been a $250,000 deal. This is part of the negotiation. What happens when you get, I'll think about it. Who wants to? JC, let you jump in here for a minute, buddy. Hey, JC, this sounds really good and everything, but I want to think about it.
You're not allowed to think about it, Claude.
What do you mean?
I'm not allowed to
think about it. That's outrageous.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, sir. It's just when people tell me that they want to think about it, they usually don't want to. They don't want to hurt my feelings. Is that the case here, sir? I mean, is it done? Do you want to move forward or not?
Wow, you drive a hard. Wow, I was just thinking to talk to my wife about it and go to church and light a candle or something. And, people say stuff like this to me. On my word, I've heard this. People say things like this to me. I'm just a little nervous. You and I have never, we only met once at the real estate club, and I'm just a little gun shy right now.
I totally understand, Claude. I would have done the same thing. I would have felt the same way. But what do you need to see from me in order for you to feel trustworthy about me?
Well, you answered your own phone. I
Yes,
met
sir.
you
Yes, sir.
before at another meeting. I know you know what you're talking about.
What do you need to see from me in order for us to move forward?
Let's just do it. You know what?
Awesome.
Let's just do this.
Claude, you did a great decision. Thank you so much for trusting me. Where do you need
It's a little picture. Now, we're going to work together. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to help you do this deal. You're going to sleep well at night. You're going to make good money on this deal. Boom. Paint a little Disneyland picture in his mind.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to? Okay, so
just nurture me a little. Thank you for your trust. I'm going to help you. Make it when he gets
thank
off.
Thank you so much for your trust, Claude. I'm gonna help you through the whole process. Any questions that you might need, please give me a call. I'm here for you. I mean, anything.
Boom. There you go. The guy loves you now. The guy loves you. Okay. It's only these little micro moves that you have to do. When you get a guy, he could go either way. The most dangerous prospect, right? Have we met this guy? I don't know. I really need to do this, but I'm a little nervous, but I'm not sure. My wife might be mad at me. When you get that guy, what do they call that? 10,000 angels dancing on the head of a pin. Did you ever hear that expression? Okay, when you get that person, they could go. The next thing you say can either put money in your pocket, or he's going to get off the phone and you'll never hear from him again, and he'll be ghosting you. That's when you got to say the right thing. What do you think? And what do we need to say to that person?
Nurture them.
Nurture them. Say, look, and you did it right. Hey, look, you want to say no to me? It's okay. Okay, but you came to me. This is the problem. This is what you want to do. You're working on a deal. You need help. You need paperwork. You need a business plan. You need marketing. And I'm ready to help you. Right. I've made a decision. We're going to do this now or never. You pick. And guess what happens? You're either going to go to the bank or it's over and you don't have to chase this guy. How many people have chased people? And they go, are you talking to me or your dog, Curtis? It's kind of funny. How many times have we spoke to somebody? We had that great little conversation. Oh, this is wonderful, Randy. I'm so glad we spoke and everything like that. And I'll give you you're a great guy, man. I really like you. And thank you for the samples and for driving 200 miles to look at my house and tell me what kind of flooring I need and everything. You're great, man. I'm going to call you soon. I'm going to tell my wife and my chihuahuas all about you. And I'm going to call you on Monday or Tuesday. Okay, buddy?
I missed most of that, Claude, but I'm going to guess that you can't make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's just I need to make a decision now.
Claude, I hate to say this, but yes, sir. I'm extremely busy, and I've gone out of my way. I've gone all the way down there to help you out because you asked me to, and I'm happy to come help you. That's not a problem. But
you drove 200 miles to
yeah, but I drove 200 miles to get down there, and I got to go home. I got to go back, and if I got to wait for you to make a decision, then maybe I've got to drive back another 200 mile or 400 mile round trip. I can't do it, bud. We either make a decision now or you can fire me.
No, I feel bad. You did drive all the way out here and everything. Okay, let's do it.
Thank you, Claude.
Now, off the role play. If you had to do that all over again, big sale, guy wants you to drive, really inconvenience yourself, drive a long drive in traffic. They want you there to see your product or service or whatever you're selling. Randy's in the home improvement business, right?
Boring, yeah.
Flooring and stuff. Before you get in your car and drive 150 miles or 2-3 hours on the freeway, what's the one thing you could ask somebody up front to make sure? This goes to qualification in your, okay. How important is it to pre-qualify somebody?
On a long one? Yes. Are you the decision maker?
I'm the man of this house. I'm a real man. I'm the man of this house. I live in East Bumble, Georgia. We're men and men.
Okay, so if I come down there and we strike a deal, we make the agreement, you can make the decision?
I'm sure I can.
Okay, and you don't have to talk, there's no landlords involved or anything, or
No. My name's on the title.
okay, well, obviously you're a decisive man, and I really appreciate that. I'm glad to do business with somebody like that. And and you have the money available. I mean, the flooring, flooring is, you know, the third most expensive thing people do. You know, there's houses, cars, and flooring.
Oh, you know, I've got, God, I have $200-300 in my PayPal account right now. I'm loaded.
Well, I can't even put gas in my car for $200-300.
If you lived in California a couple months ago, there was a lot of truth in what you said. Right?
Yeah.
How many people here have paid over $100 to fill up their tank? Just a side issue. Tell me that hurts like you cannot believe. I think the most $116 to fill up my XT6 in California that one time. That hurt. That's a lot of money, man.
How big is your tank?
Is it 18? It's a Cadillac. I think it's 18 gallons, something like that.
Good God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss you off here, Claude. You know what I paid for gas yesterday?
In Georgia.
$3.23.
Wow. Lou, what's the Costco on 8th Street? How much?
No, that was at Racetrack. If I go down to the Costco or the Sam's Club, I think it's like $2.98 or $3.07 or something.
Stop bragging. Stop bragging. It's really impolite. Lou, tell everybody what you pay for gas in California now.
Well, the cheapest here in Chula Vista, and it's Costco prices, is $4.50.
And that's the Costco, which is usually 50 cents a gallon cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So the Chevron stations and the Unicall and all that, they're over $5 again.
Yep.
Okay, just do the math. 5 times 18 gallons, man. That's $90, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of money. You guys don't retirement might have to wait a few more years, right? Like 85 or something. Okay,
Right.
so keep qualifying me. I want to go back into that qualification there. Yeah. No, I've got some money in my checking account and everything. You know, money shouldn't be a problem.
That's great to hear, Claude. I just, I know you're a man of your word, so I don't have to worry about it. So when I come down there, we're prepared to do business, correct?
Oh, yeah. You know, I can, whatever you want to do, man. I'm sure we can find the money.
Find the money, Claude?
Oh, yeah. You know,
You don't have it on hand? I mean, you know, you don't have to go to the bank and get a loan or something, do you?
well, I got this uncle in Milwaukee I haven't spoken to for a few years, but I remember he said he'd help me with some new flooring if I ever needed him. And I'm sure he'll help me out. And I got this lottery.
I'll tell you what, Claude.
I got this lottery ticket. I'm sure it's a winner.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm thrilled for you, and I hope you can do it. But before I drive all the way down there, could you call your uncle and confirm that he's going to help you if you need it?
Well, I'll give him a call, but I want you to come out here. I want to see those samples and everything.
Well, yeah, brother, I don't have to come all the way down there just for samples. I'll have them shipped to you.
Oh, okay.
If I come down there, I'm going to show you the samples, but if I come all the way down there and measure everything up, I want to get paid. I want to do a deal.
That's what I wanted. Give him thumbs up. That's what I wanted to hear. That's a gut salesman. You've got to do what's going. We were having a little fun here, but I got to tell you something. A lot of this stuff, this is stuff I really hear sometimes. Okay, they use these little words. You got to listen. So listening is so much a part of negotiation. If you say they don't use unequivocal terms, they use the it shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure I can find the money somewhere. Okay, what's the amateur guy here? Yes. Oh, yeah, I got a sale. Oh, wait. What's the professional salesperson here? Really here?
I'm blowing smoke up your rear end.
Yeah. I'm peeing on your back and it ain't raining. Okay. What's that expression? Don't pee on my back and tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think it's don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, whatever. What's the other one my mentor used to always say? Never get into a pissing match with a pair of skunks.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. Good role play, get specific qualifications. If you can't get it from these, make sure you don't waste your God-given valuable time. What's the difference between a person who makes a lot of money in the same God-given 24 hours as opposed to someone who's just running around? You gotta be your own cheerleader. You gotta put a value on your time and tell them. And use that scarcity. Hey, we're busy right now. We think there's going to be a price increase soon. I am fully scheduled. If I can make time for you, can you cut a check? Because we're talking 1,000 square feet. It's going to be $18,000. Is that comfortable for your budget? Would you be able, if we have a meeting of the minds, are you able to cut a check today? If I change my schedule and come out to see you, so you have that beautiful carpeting for your daughter's wedding or flooring. Boom, and just listen,
Yeah. Oh.
And then use it on them. And when you come out there, first thing, say, sir, really glad to meet you. When we spoke on the phone, you told me you got a wedding, you got a lot of people coming, you want new flooring, you want new this and that, and everything like that. And if we agree, you like what I'm going to show you today, I'm going to order it. We're going to get it installed and you're going to give me a check today. Are we on the same page, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you guys, that's a little,
I've got to have it in by Thursday.
Yeah, that's a little uncomfortable for some people to be that direct. But do you think it's useful? Do you think it's practical?
Yeah. Claude, if I've got to shift my schedule around so I can get your carpet in before the wedding next week, can you write me a check today so I can cover my guys, make sure that they're covered?
Do I have to do it in full, or can I do it upon, can I give you like half or a down payment and the rest after it's installed? I don't like to pay anything in full where there's construction.
Okay, well, pay me 75%. That covers my cost of the carpet having it shipped.
Boy,
I'll put aside my profit until the carpet is in, and then you pay me when we show up, start to put it in.
Well, how do I know I can trust you and you're not going to just take off with my money?
You don't. You could look on Google and see that we've been in business here for 27 years in the same location. Or
give them more. Give them, yeah. Say, good question. You know what? If I was in your position, I'd say the same thing. But you called me, I answered the phone, I followed up. I work for a family-run business that's been here for
Yes, sir.
And everything. And then, first you compliment them for asking.
Yeah, I had a lady call me, wanted to know if we could do pickup and delivery on an area road cleaning.
But he actually had a call come in. He needs to mute himself.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was role playing still.
No, he actually showed us the phone.
Anybody have any questions or a specific role play they'd like to do? Someone, how about a real estate? What's the number one objection you get? Most of you guys are in real estate. What's the number one objection you get in your phone calls when you're calling somebody?
Probably they want more money than I can offer.
Oh, okay. So how do you so you want to pay less, they want more,
Right, yeah.
okay? So how do you fix that? You're 10 miles apart. What's the only other thing? What's something, that's why you have to ask them, use a little reverse psychology. Well, sir, why are you even selling this? You know, why don't you keep it another 10 years or so even, gee, you know, you said it fell out of escrow before. Do you really want to go through that again with I mean, I'm ready to do a deal right now. You know, can you come down a little? I'll go up a little. Is there a meeting of the minds here? Can we do a little something here?
How much do I have to come down?
If you can come down 10,000, if you can come down at least $10,000, we have a deal. Right now. Can you imagine that? It's all done. We'll open escrow. I'll call the attorney. You'll have the property sold, but I need a better price.
10,000, it's a lot.
It's
We really-
that's the best I can do. Final offer, sorry. But it's over. You're done. Otherwise, you told me you had it in escrow. It fell out of escrow. You had to waste weeks, months of time and everything. I mean, here we are here we are at the beginning of July. I'm ready to do a real deal right now. I can close by July 31st. And your problems are over. Or you can say no to me and I'll leave you alone. You pick.
Yeah, I would. Okay, let's move forward.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're a gentleman. I really appreciate that. Boom. I'm going to send you an agreement. You send it back to me today. I'll open escrow and I'll deposit the earnest money into the account right away and you'll get confirmation on it.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. You're not going to call me up later today and say your wife's mad at you, you changed your mind, right?
No, we're gonna go ahead.
You're old school, like you're a man of your word. I like that. Thank you, sir. These are the little moves. These are the little moves. How many people here have had their heart broken by somebody? You thought you had a deal, you counted the money, you spent the money in your mind, and then they called you up a day and your heart just, they ripped your heart out of your chest and ripped it and put it in the shredder. How many, have you guys, tell me isn't that the worst feeling in the world?
Only one worse, and that's when you actually spend the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's yeah. Don't count your chickens, whatever. On it, but you get, when you do a deal and say, "Oh, I'm going to make this money, and I can get a new car. I'm going to pay off this. I'm going to get a new computer and everything," and then they call you, and it's, These are the little moves, sir. You're not the kind of person you're a man of your word. Why do I feel that way about you, Tim?
Because I do my best to honor my word and do what I said I'm going to do.
I just have the feeling you when you shake hands on a deal, when you give your word, I can cash that check at any bank. I just feel I like doing business with a guy like you. You're not the kind of guy who would ever call me and tell me for some reason you're backing out of the deal. I don't get that feeling about you. Why is that?
Because typically when I do something, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
God, you're great, man. I really enjoy. We're going to do other deals together too. Thank you. Boom. Is that guy ever going to call you? And is it possible? Yes. Is it likely?
No.
No. Why? Because what did you just plant? What did you just put in his head?
And basically, you just created an identity that I have to now live into. I can feel it inside myself that even if I'm not somebody, I can't tell you, no, I'm not. No, I'm a liar. I always say I'm going to do something I never do. I can't say that to you, and then I can't not do what I said I was going to do after telling you I was going to.
Yeah, yeah, well said. Well said. A good gut salesman anticipates what they're thinking or what they could say or what could possibly go wrong and deals with it. When should you deal with it? Up front, when you got that magic moment, you're on that little honeymoon, that nice time on the phone call, you made decisions, you've negotiated the deal. Do you want to wait a day or two later or anything? Is this, Joseph, what's your question there? Is this settlement and accord a separate name for agreement or settlement agreement can be used. Yeah, it's traditionally, Joseph, called a settlement and accord. It says it on the title. If you just Google settlement and accord, that's the traditional title of that document. I'm sure you'll see it. It's all, just Google it. You'll find a ton of copies of it. You know, guys know you can save a fortune on legal fees and stuff by just Googling for forms. Go into your, whatever state you're in, and just put in the title, the proper title of the document or the objective you have. And find a document that is approved by either the Board of Realtors or the Department of Real Estate in your state. And you just saved yourself maybe hundreds, thousands of dollars in legal fees. Okay. You don't want to, you don't want to run to an attorney for every little document that you need. You can get a lot of that stuff for free nowadays. You might even want to, sometimes you might even want to just go to YouTube and stuff like that. I'm a YouTube addict. I go on there. I occasionally even do my own plumbing, because I'm getting our plumber in Colorado. I got to kiss his ring before he'll come in my garage. Okay. I got to prostate myself, and it's amazing. So every now and then I'll go on YouTube and, hey, this is how you can put in a new toilet, boom, just saved $1,000. There's wonderful people online who show you how to do these maintenance things. There's lawyers online that show you how to do documents and things like that too. That's the beauty of the internet. Just make sure you're taking good advice. You're getting good advice, and it's pertinent to your locality. Different states have different laws. Absolutely. We got a few more minutes here. How about another role play? Anybody have a question or a particular stall, objection, qualification, closing? Who wants to close me? Who wants to practice closing? JC, you want to jump in?
I was gonna say I actually did a guts move today because I went to.
What's her name? What's her name?
No. I went to the dealer to see my trading value because I want to trade in my car, and I asked him what was my trading value, and then the guy he did a salesman. He's like, well, what do you want for it? I'm like, well, yeah. So I knew what he was doing. I was like, well, I don't know yet. He's like, how do you come in and you don't know? You got to know what you want. I'm like, yeah, I haven't done my homework. So he's trying to get the number first out of me, and I didn't give it to him. So then he comes back and he's like, oh, I'm gonna give you this much. And then I did the whole crying. I'm like, I looked at it for like 2 seconds, and I'm like, man, like I can't do it. And I just kept looking at the paper, but the whole time I was reading his body language, and he was doing this with his finger, like he kind of did like a little too fast.
What do we call that in poker? Who knows what that's called?
That's a tell. Yeah.
When somebody, you can watch the blink rate. If somebody starts blinking their eyes a lot, okay, or their pupils get dilated, or they lean forward, or this is a good one, or they do this. That's called a tell. Okay. What is that? And what does the tell you?
It made me feel like he was reading me, because I was like I said, I was looking at the paper, but I was reading him through the side of my eye, and I saw that tell. So it was like he was trying to make me bite into that number. Like that's what he wanted.
Price, right?
Yeah, he wanted that commission.
You could have been the educated consumer, and you could have gone online and said, I checked Kelly's Blue Book. I looked online for other cars that are being sold retail, and they go for X amount. And I want you to make a profit, but this is a good car. It's in good condition. What's the best you can offer me to do a deal right now?
Yeah.
Put it on. Here's a rule, good rule. If you're feeling stress, you're doing something wrong. Who should feel all the stress?
Him. Well, I did it. I did not do that. I actually gave him the price. I brought it up like 2,000 more, and he kind of like, okay, and he went with it. But yeah, nice
going, man.
Yeah,
nice going.
Yes, sir.
everybody thinks the other person has a price, you know, and they're trying to mind read or pull it out of them by bullying them. But when you bully someone or you intimidate them or make them uncomfortable, is it likely you're going to do a deal with that person? Well, what's the, you know, you might say, hey, you know, gee, what's the best, you know, what's the best price you can give me on the car? Great question, sir. Really good. Have you done your homework on the cars? You know, is it in good shape and everything? What do you need from me in order for us to do a deal today? And you go once or twice around. What happens if you go back and forth too many times? Well, what's your best price? I don't know. What's the least you'll take? If you go back and forth too often, what happens to the relationship? Right? Sooner or later, you got to say a price, or somebody better say a price, right?
Right.
You know, and one of my favorite lines is, hey, I guess it's over. Take it away from them. That scarcity rule, I use it all the time. Gee, I guess it's over. And then you say something that'll really hit them hard. The social proof, you say, you know what? I've got 3 or 4 other dealerships I want to go to. I have some other appointments. Let me think about what your offer, and I'm going to go to the other guys and see if I can get a better deal. But and if they can't, I'll come back to you. Okay, Mr. Guzman.
Well, I mean, I'm ready right now, sir.
What just happened? What did I just do to you when I tell you I'm going to go to your competition? What happens?
You made me jump.
Doesn't that scare the shit out of you? Oh no, I'm going to lose him. Once he leaves, I'm never going to get him back. Somebody else is going to nab this guy, this deal, right? Is that kind of a form of social proof? Yeah. Particularly if it's a car they want really bad. Is there still a shortage of cars out there, or is that over? What is it, Joseph? Is there a shortage? There was for a while.
Some people are waiting for particular van. I have no idea what van is that from Toyota for 6-8 months.
Oh, what's that real popular Toyota, the sedan? Help me out.
No, it was van.
Oh, okay. Oh, the van?
Yes.
Oh, the Sequoia, right?
I don't know which one. So they told me just Toyota van.
That is a hot van. You can't kill that van. It'll run. You can get 250,000 miles on a Toyota Sequoia if you take care of it. It'll just run forever. It's an amazing car. My car, I lease my cars, okay, because I can write them off under my corporate entity, my S Corp. And you guys remember when there was a desperate shortage of cars? I actually got a new car. They wanted my old car so bad that I got a new car for half with nothing down, and they cut my payment in half. And I got a brand new car because they were going to make more money on my 2-year lease, which I could have extended for another 6 to 12 months. They wanted that car so bad that they were willing to really negotiate with me on it. I don't think I'll ever get I don't think I'll ever get that deal again, by the way. That was just once in a while you get a freebie. Very good, guys. Good role play. Somebody sell me a bottle of water. One more role play. Somebody sell me a bottle of water.
Sir, are you thirsty today?
You know, I'm in North Carolina. It's 92 degrees. It's 95% humidity. And I do a lot of I am thirsty. Wow.
I mean, how would you like to have the best tasting water, nice and cold right now, sir, and feel refreshed? You're gonna feel not hot anymore. It's right here, sir.
Oh, okay, that was good. I'll give you a B+ there. Make it into an A+. Hey, imagine, a really cold, icy bottle of water, fresh from our special our reservoir, our well, and it's icy cold, and it comes and it's down your throat. That sweet, wonderful, clean tasting water, and it totally satisfies and refreshes. Make it more.
Well, imagine, sir, this nice cold and water, straight fresh from our reservoir in the lake of
I'll let you
Ohio.
sold. Oh, I
Yes,
want it,
sir.
man. Hey, I want it. Boom. See, you can tell me all about the history of the well and the water and the special packaging and the lovely little label and all that gobbledygook intellectual stuff. But what's going to sell water on a hot summer day?
Nice and cold.
Nice and cold. Someone who's in Georgia. Randy, are you free? Sell me home of Coca-Cola. Sell me an icy cold Coke on a hot Atlanta, Georgia day.
Okay, Claude, imagine if you will, when you kick back, you pop the top on that ice cold Coke right out of the cooler there, and you start drinking, and that cold liquor starts fizzing down your throat. Just think how good that's going to be to you. Just think about how that's going to taste.
Does it make that sound when you take the bottle cap off or that?
It does in Georgia. That is, yes, sir. This is the home of Coca-Cola, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, and when that first sip and your throat's really parched and dry, you can barely talk.
So good, isn't it? Just
It's
imagine
sweaty.
how good that's going to be when you pop that top.
Boom. That's okay. You didn't tell me the history of the pharmacist and how it used to have cocaine in it, although, and all that other stuff, right? You just talked about refreshing. How about a car? How easy?
How about a quarter chill?
How easy would it be to sell me a car if I'm in sales and I'm driving a 30-year-old Hyundai? Nothing wrong with Hyundai. Don't take it the wrong way. How easy would it be to sell me a new car? What would you hit me emotionally with? I'm a real estate salesperson and I'm driving a 30-year-old car, and it's not a classic antique. It's just a rust bucket. What would you say to me?
Sir, so you're a real estate agent, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I work for Wilkinson Real Estate Agency, the family-run business.
Oh, that's great, sir. That's great. How would you like to imagine for a moment you could add another 100 to 200,000 at least to your salary a year, sir? You wouldn't be interested in something like that, would you?
Is this legal?
Totally legal. So totally legal. I mean, look, sir, you just gotta look at this. Look at this, sir. Right there.
He's going to show me a new car.
That's
Look at
that's the answer, sir.
Oh, man.
You pull up to your meeting in that nice car, and you're sold, sir.
Hit my ego. We're okay. This is a room full of men. What's the one thing our engines work on?
Oh man, yeah.
Ego.
Yeah.
Hit my ego. Gee, other people will see you in that nice new car. Oh man, they'll say, man, this guy is something. Women will look at you, say, wow, look at that guy in the car there. Okay, you can talk about the horsepower, can't you? Or you can talk about the emotional side. And you did good with the sales. I like that. Why will my sales, let's talk back in the role play. Why will my sales increase? Give me the why.
Well, sir, once you pull up to the meeting, you're representing, what's the word? You're coming off well represented.
Yeah.
In a nice clean car like that.
When people see you in a car like that, they think, wow, this guy. Do people make a judgment on the way you dress, the car you drive? Human nature, real world.
Yeah.
When Joseph gets out of his two-seater brand new 2023 Corvette, what happens? What do you think happens? Do you think people's heads turn? If you're a business person, people are people, right? They make judgments based on materialistic things sometimes, don't they?
Absolutely.
So if you drive in a 30-year-old rusty car with the ding in the, you got some duct tape holding the gas cover on and things like that. What do you, and you're trying to list a home for $1 million. What do you think people are going to say once you leave?
How's he selling that $1 million home in that rusty ass car?
Is it the truth? We're being truthful here. We're not being judgmental. Let's just talk about the truth. Do people make judgments on first appearances?
Yeah.
You better believe it. You better believe it. Okay, so if you can anticipate that, okay, you're still going to have to bring value to the table. You're still going to have to use the right words. But if they make an immediate judgment on you in the first 5 seconds, and it's negative, it's hard to go back up the hill, isn't it?
So let's turn it around, sir. I'm the real estate agent, and you're the salesman. Sell me that car.
So, sir, let me ask you something. Okay, and it's okay to say no to me, but do you think driving that car, do you think people make a judgment about your competency because you're not driving the most modern car? Do you think people think maybe this guy isn't making a lot of money and that's why he's driving this old car with the duct tape on the bumper and all that?
Wow, I mean, I love that car. My father gave it
Please
to me.
don't get mad at me. I like to tell people the truth. You're not mad at me, are you, sir?
I mean, I love that car. My father gave it to me 30 years ago. I never saw it from that perspective, but I think you're right.
And you know what? You don't want to disrespect dad, and income and money you don't have a family that you have to support or bills you have to pay. So it doesn't really matter, right?
Right.
That's not true, is it?
How much is that car?
A new car, a lot. It's real expensive. It's really expensive. Let me ask you this before, because I got other customers, sir. Let me ask you something. If there was a substantial certainty that your sales would double because you'd be in this beautiful car and people would say, there's a man who knows what he's doing. There's a successful guy. There's a guy who knows what he's talking about. And you could double or triple your sales in the next 30 days. That wouldn't make a difference, would it? Even if it was an expensive car?
Well, yeah, of course. It's worth it.
You know what? I've made a decision. Okay, you're going to keep dad's car. You can trade it in if you want, but it has sentimental value. I made a decision. I'm going to put you in this car and you're going to double your sales. Imagine for a moment, you drive this car, you go to people's house, you have meetings, sir, right? You meet people all the time, don't you?
All the time.
All the time. Imagine you pull up, you're a nice looking young man and you pull into a client meeting in a car like this. What do you think goes through people's minds when they see a handsome young guy, a competent guy, good company, in a beautiful car? What do you think goes through their mind?
Well, yeah, you're right. Well represented. Well represented.
I've made a decision, sir. We're going to do this and you're going to make a lot more money and I'm going to make this comfortable for your budget. Can we move forward or should I leave you alone?
Well, if you work out a good deal for me, we could work on it. How much is that car?
I'm sorry, what? What did you say?
How much is the car?
A lot. Probably more than you expected to pay. It's an $82,000 car. That's a lot. Yeah. But how much do you, round numbers, if we can get you up to high six figures per year, do you think
sounds good?
You think it'd be a good value, sir?
I mean, definitely.
Sign here. Boom.
That
was a good role play. You guys talk about positive manipulation. I wanted to end this 10 minutes ago, and just when I got out, you pulled me back in. That's my Al Pacino. That's my Al Pacino imitation. Not very good. You guys are great. Take away the things that we talked about today. Get into that conversation. Talk with a few people. Don't act desperate. Use a little scarcity. Use a little social proof. Ask questions. Okay, tell them, hey, it's okay to say no. Use the system. And you'll get that second best, as I like to say, that second best feeling in the world. Absolutely. Mr. Perez, you were quiet today. Drive safely, sir. There he goes. Keep your eyes on that road, buddy. Everybody have a good day in this hot summer. I'm leaving North Carolina tomorrow. I will be incommunicado, going back to 10,000 feet in the Rocky Mountains, get cool for a little while. See you later, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.